Modern human thinks stock market is casino, buys something called meme stock, because internet strangers say, to the moon. 3 weeks later, life savings gone. Caveman shakes head. This happens every day in USA land. Every single day. And Caveman here to stop you from being next sacrificed to market gods.
You cannot break us. We stand strong against the crash.
You know what scares Caveman most? Not the stock market. Market just tool, like spear. What scares Caveman is modern human picks up spear without learning to hunt, buys stocks without knowing what stock even is, then blames market when money disappears, blames rigged system when real problem is, you never learned basic survival skills for financial jungle. Caveman tells you truth that makes financial advisors angry. Stock market not complicated. Wall Street wants you thinking it complicated. Complicated means you need experts. Need experts means you pay fees. Pay fees means they get rich while you stay confused. But Caveman breaks it down so simple, child could understand. Because Caveman ancestors not have fancy degrees. They had something better, common sense and patience. So what is stock? Modern human thinks stock is magic number that goes up and down on screen. Wrong. Stock is ownership piece of company. You buy Apple stock, you own tiny piece of Apple. Company makes money, you make money. Company grows, your piece grows. Simple as owning piece of mammoth. When mammoth healthy and strong, your piece valuable. When mammoth sick, your piece worth less. This is foundation everything else builds on. But here where modern human makes first deadly mistake. Modern human sees stock price go up yesterday, thinks stock price go up tomorrow. So Caveman calls this driving forward while looking in rear mirror. You know what happens when you drive looking backward? You crash. Same with stocks. Past performance tells you nothing about future. Nothing. That stock went up 300% last year means absolutely nothing for next year. Could go up more. Could crash to zero. Chart from yesterday, not crystal ball for tomorrow. And this brings Caveman to dangerous truth. Modern humans hate hearing. Most modern humans should not pick individual stocks. Caveman sees you getting angry. But Caveman, my cousin's friend made $50,000 on Tesla stock. Yes, and Caveman also sees 1,000 other modern humans who lost everything trying to do same thing. You only hear success stories. Failures stay quiet, hide in shame, and never post on social media about how they lost kids' college fund on GameStop. Professional stock pickers, people who do this 40 hours every week with teams of researchers and fancy computers, 85% of them cannot beat simple index fund over 10 years. 85%. These are experts. Full-time job. Best tools money can buy. And they lose to something called index fund. So what makes you think you working different job, researching stocks on phone during lunch break, can do better? This is not insult. This is mathematics. This is reality. Caveman explains index fund because this is weapon that wins war. Index fund is basket that holds pieces of many companies. Instead of buying one mammoth and hoping it stays healthy, you buy tiny piece of whole herd, 500 mammoths, 3,000 mammoths, even entire world worth of mammoths. One gets sick, other 499 still healthy. This is diversification. Fancy word for don't put all eggs in one basket. Caveman ancestors knew this. They not hunt just one type of animal. They hunted deer, rabbits, birds, fish. If deer disappeared, tribe still eats. But here what modern human not know. Index funds basically guarantee wealth over long time. Not get rich quick. Get rich slow. Get rich certain. Caveman shows you numbers from USA land, S&P 500 index, which holds 500 biggest USA companies, averages 10% growth every year for last 50 years. Some years goes up 30%, some years goes down 20%, but average over long time, 10%. You know what this means? If modern human invests $500 every month into S&P 500 index fund, starting at age 25, by age 65, 40 years later, modern human has $1.4 million. Caveman not making this up. This is compound interest mathematics. Your money makes money, then that money makes more money, then that money makes even more money. It grows like tribe that keeps having healthy babies. Exponential. Modern human says, but caveman, I can't wait 40 years. This is poverty thinking. This is why modern human stays poor. Rich people think in decades. Poor people think in days. You want new iPhone today or $1 million tomorrow? Pick one. Can't have both. Caveman chooses $1 million every time. And this where it gets dangerous. Because modern human has enemy inside own head. Enemy called emotions. Market goes down 10%. Modern human panics, sells everything. Must protect money, modern human screams. Then market goes back up 20% next month. Modern human feels stupid, buys back in at higher price. Then market drops again. Modern human sells again at loss. This cycle repeats until modern human broke and bitter, saying, stock market is scam. Market not scam. Your emotions are scam. Your brain wired for survival on savannah, not stock market. When lion attacks, good to panic and run. When stock market drops, terrible to panic and run. Opposite instinct needed. When stock's on sale, buy more. When stock's expensive, buy less. But modern human does backward. Buys high because feels safe when numbers going up. Sells low because feels scared when numbers going down. This is how modern human stays poor forever. Caveman tells you secret banks hide. Staying invested beats perfect timing every single time. Research shows if you invested in stock market every year for last 30 years, but missed just 10 best days, your returns cut in half. Half, and those best days usually come right after worst days. So when you panic and sell during crash, you miss the recovery bounce. You lock in losses and miss gains. Worst possible strategy. Better strategy? Invest same amount every month no matter what market doing. This called dollar cost averaging. Fancy term for caveman not trying to be clever. When market high, your $500 buys fewer shares. When market low, same $500 buys more shares. Over time, you average out price. Remove emotion from equation. Make it automatic, like breathing. Now caveman hears modern human thinking. Okay, caveman, I understand index funds for long term. But what about now? Market at all-time high. Should I wait for crash? This question reveals you still not understanding. Time in market beats timing market. Always. If you waited for crash in 2015, you missed gains from 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. Still waiting? You lost decade of growth waiting for perfect moment that never comes. Best time to plant tree was 20 years ago. Second best time is today. Same with investing. Should you have started investing in 2010 when market was low? Yes. Can you travel back in time? No. So next best option is start today. Right now. This moment. Not tomorrow. Not after you do more research. Not after you save up bigger amount. Today. But here, ultimate truth that changes everything. Caveman reveals secret that makes financial industry very uncomfortable. You don't need financial advisor for basic investing. You don't need expensive, actively managed funds. You don't need to pay someone 2% of your money every year to pick stocks that probably won't beat index anyway. You need 3 things: brokerage account, index fund, and discipline. Caveman walks you through this because Caveman wants tribe to succeed. First, open brokerage account. Vanguard, Fidelity, Schwab. All good, all cheap. All offer index funds with expense ratios below 0.1%. This means for every $1,000 you invest, you pay less than $1 per year in fees, compared to typical financial advisor charging 1 to 2% plus fund fees. That's $10 to $20 per year for same $1,000. Over 40 years with compound interest, those fees cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Money that should be in your pocket, going to middleman who adds no value. Second step, choose index fund. Caveman keeps this simple. Total stock market index fund. Owns piece of entire USA stock market. 3,000 companies, or S&P 500 index fund owns 500 biggest companies. Both good, both proven, both boring. Boring is good. Exciting loses money. Boring makes money. Third step, automate. Set up automatic investment every month, every paycheck, whatever amount you can afford. Could be $100, could be $1,000, amount less important than consistency. Modern human who invests $200 every month for 30 years ends up richer than modern human who invests $5,000 once then stops. Consistency beats intensity. Fourth step, ignore noise. Turn off financial news. Stop checking portfolio every day. Market goes up, market goes down. None of this matters for long-term investor. Caveman checks investments once per quarter. That's it. 4 times per year. Rest of time, Caveman lives life, makes money at job, spends time with tribe, not staring at red and green numbers causing stress. Fifth step, increase contributions over time. Got raise at work? Increase investment amount? Got bonus? Put half in index fund, tax refund, straight to investment account. Modern human increases lifestyle every time income increases. Bigger house, fancier car, expensive vacations, then wonders why still living paycheck to paycheck with big salary. Caveman keeps lifestyle stable, increases investments. This is path to wealth. Now Caveman addresses special situations. What about retirement accounts like 401k? Modern human asks. Yes, use them, especially if employer matches. Employer matches free money. If company puts 50 cents for every dollar you contribute up to 6% of salary, and you not contributing at least 6%, you refusing free money. Caveman cannot understand this. It's like turning down mammoth that walks up and asks to be dinner. 401k and IRA have tax advantages. Traditional 401k means you not pay taxes on money now. Pay later when withdraw. Roth 401k means you pay taxes now, never pay later. Which better? Depends on situation. But both better than regular account for retirement because taxes deferred or eliminated. Free money from government for planning ahead. What about bonds? Modern human asks. Financial advisor says I need bonds for safety. Caveman agrees. Bonds have place, but modern humans often hold too many too early. If you 25 years old with 40 years until retirement, you not need bonds. Stocks more volatile, but higher returns. Volatility only matters if you need money soon. If you not touching money for 40 years, volatility is opportunity, not danger. Buy more when market crashes. As you get older, closer to retirement, yes, shift some to bonds. Common rule says bond percentage should equal age. If you 50 years old, 50% bonds, 50% stocks. Caveman thinks this too conservative for modern times when people live longer, but it's reasonable starting point. Adjust based on risk tolerance and timeline. What about real estate? Modern human asks. Everyone says real estate best investment. Real estate can be good, can also be terrible. Depends on location, timing, management skill. House you live in, not investment. It's expense. Rental property can be investment if you know what doing, but requires work, dealing with tenants, maintenance, property taxes. Stock market requires clicking button once per month. Caveman prefers simple, and this brings Caveman to big warning. Modern human always looking for shortcut. What about crypto? What about options trading? What about day trading? What about stock picks from Guru Online? Caveman tells you straight. These are not investing. These are gambling. Maybe you get lucky. Probably you lose everything. Casinos full of people who got lucky once, then gave it all back plus more. 90% of day traders lose money. 90%. Only 10% make profit. And most of those make less than minimum wage when you calculate hours spent. You want to work 80 hours per week, staring at charts to maybe make $8 per hour. Or you want to invest boring way for 20 minutes per month and retire millionaire? Caveman knows which path makes sense. Stock-picking gurus online, promising 10 times returns, or secret stock about to explode, are selling dreams. If they really knew which stocks would explode, why they selling courses instead of buying stocks themselves? Think about it. If you had map to buried treasure, would you sell map for $47? Or would you dig up treasure? They selling shovels in Gold Rush because selling shovels is real money. Finding gold is gamble. Caveman sees modern human nodding along but thinking, yeah, but I'm different. I'm smarter. I can beat market. This is called overconfidence bias. Everyone thinks they above average driver. Everyone thinks they better than average stock picker. Mathematics says this impossible. Half must be below average. And if 85% of professionals lose to index fund, what are your odds? You want to try stock picking anyway? Caveman not going to stop you. But do this caveman way. Put 90% in boring index fund. Take 10% and play with individual stocks. Scratch gambling itch without risking life savings. When that 10% grows or shrinks, you learn lessons without going broke. And here, secret. After a few years of trying and mostly failing, you probably decide boring index fund was right answer all along. But at least you learned yourself, instead of losing everything first. Most important lesson Caveman teaches today, start now, this moment. Don't wait for perfect time, perfect amount, perfect knowledge. Perfect is enemy of good. Good enough is starting with $50 per month in index fund today. Perfect is still researching 5 years from now, having invested nothing. Modern human loves to prepare, plan, research, wait. Caveman knows this is procrastination wearing disguise of prudence. You don't need read 15 books about swimming before jumping in pool. You need jump in pool and learn by doing. Same with investing. You don't need PhD in finance. You need brokerage account and automatic monthly transfer to index fund. Time is your most valuable asset in investing. Not money, not knowledge, time. Because compound interest requires time to work magic. Starting at 25 with small amount beats starting at 45 with big amount. Every year you wait costs you exponentially. Every month you delay is money left on table. Future you watching current you right now, begging you to start. Caveman gives you final truth. Wealthy people not smarter than you, not more disciplined than you, not harder working than you. They just started earlier and stayed consistent. They lived below means, invested difference, and let compound interest do heavy lifting. They ignored get-rich-quick schemes. They ignored market crashes. They ignored financial news causing panic. Nami, they invested boring way for long time. You can do this. Caveman knows you can. Not because you special, because this is literally simple mathematics. Spend less than you earn, invest difference in index fund, repeat for decades. That's entire strategy. Could write on napkin, could teach to child, could follow while half asleep. But most modern humans won't do it. They know what to do, but won't do it. They choose new car today over $1 million tomorrow. They choose expensive vacation now over early retirement. They choose keeping up with neighbors over building real wealth. And this is why small percentage of modern humans retire rich, while most retire broke. Caveman gives you action plan right now. 3 steps. First step, today, this week, open brokerage account. Vanguard, Fidelity, Schwab. Free to open. Takes 20 minutes. Do it today. Second step, set up automatic monthly investment into total stock market index fund, or S&P 500 index fund. Whatever amount you can afford. Start small if need to. $50 per month better than zero. Third step, increase amount every time you get raise. Every time you pay off debt, every time you get bonus. Never decrease. Only increase or maintain. That's it. That's entire plan. No fancy strategies, no complex algorithms, no secret insider knowledge. Just consistent investing in diversified index fund over long time. This is how Caveman builds wealth. This is how you build wealth too. Caveman taught you truth today. Now you choose. Stay weak like modern human who tries to time market, pick hot stocks, follow gurus promising easy money, or get strong like Caveman who invests boring way and retires rich.
Hey, bro. Hey, subscribe, bro. Come fast. Hit subscribe.
Comment below telling Caveman your investing story. What's stopping you from starting today? Tribe grows stronger together. Caveman teaches, modern human learns, everyone wins. Now go open that brokerage account. Future you will thank present you. Caveman promises this.